Have you ever wondered how some systems seem to stay online and functional even when parts of them fail or need an upgrade? It is a bit like having a hidden backup plan that kicks in right when you need it most. N+1 redundancy is often the right strategy when you need high availability for critical services, but also want to manage costs and complexity efficiently. It offers a sweet spot between no redundancy and full duplication. This approach means you have N active components performing their tasks, plus an additional one standby or hot spare component ready to take over immediately if any of the active N units encounters an issue. The core mechanism is a principle of graceful degradation. Instead of simply failing entirely, the system can sustain the loss of one component without service interruption. The why here is about balancing the cost of infrastructure with the acceptable level of risk for a given service. Factors like the component's mean time between failures, the cost of downtime, and the speed of recovery heavily influence this decision. It is particularly effective for components like power supplies, network switches, or application servers where a single point of failure could be catastrophic but full active duplication is overkill or too expensive. To determine if N+1 is right for your system, start by identifying the critical components whose failure would severely impact your service. Then, assess the maximum number of simultaneous failures you are willing to tolerate without a service interruption. If that number is 1, N+1 is a strong candidate. Next, consider the cost implications of adding that extra component versus the potential cost of downtime. This often involves looking at your budget for hardware, software licenses, and operational overhead. Finally, verify that your monitoring and automated failover systems are robust enough to detect a failure and switch to the spare quickly and reliably, making the transition seamless for your users. An insider detail is that N+1 redundancy is sometimes referred to as cold standby or warm standby, depending on how quickly the spare can become active. A hot spare is fully synchronized and ready instantly, while a cold spare might requiring manual intervention or a longer boot time. Understanding this distinction helps you fine-tune your recovery objectives. Another key term is mean time to recovery, or MTTR, which is the average time it takes to restore a failed system component. N+1 significantly reduces MTTR by having a pre-provisioned replacement, often automating the recovery process. Ultimately, implementing N+1 redundancy allows you to build resilient systems that can confidently absorb individual component failures, minimizing service disruption and protecting your operational continuity. By thoughtfully assessing your specific needs for uptime, cost, and risk, you can strategically apply this powerful redundancy pattern, ensuring your services remains available and reliable when it matters most.
If this helps you code smarter, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.